I'm sure you guys have heard people say, or content creators in the law of assumption community say that circumstances don't matter. I'm going to say that that's not in 100% all of the time true. There is going to be some instances where circumstances do absolutely matter. And I just recently, within like the last couple of weeks, uncovered one of those times. And so, just suspend judgment for a minute. I know a lot of us have been kind of trained in this way of thinking, and me too. I've said that too. Circumstances don't matter. I'm going to change it to saying circumstances don't always matter. Sometimes they do. So when would, what would an instance be where circumstances actually do matter? All right. First of all, I need to introduce you to a term. Some of you may know what this term is. You may be aware of what it is. It's called limerence. Limerence. Okay, limerence. Basically, it's obsession. Okay, it's being addicted and using fantasy or using daydream as a method of escaping 3D reality and what you're feeling. I should say it's a way of escaping how you're feeling by 3D reality and what is or is not happening in 3D reality. And usually what we do is we use it as, it's just another form of addiction, you guys, okay? It's just another way that we are using something to dissociate from what's happening or not happening in the 3D reality as a form of escape, okay? And you guys have to remember, when we are talking about manifestation, you're manifesting what you are feeling 24/7. And if you are focused on escaping what you are feeling 24/7, what do you think it is you're doing? What are you manifesting? You are continuing to manifest a 3D reality that you feel the need to escape from. Okay, so this is one of those times when 3D circumstances actually really do fucking matter. And this is going to be, especially for those of you who have been working on manifesting an SP, more money, more wealth, more abundance, more recognition, more whatever, and you're not receiving it, or what you are actually manifesting is the exact opposite. So what do we do in that instance then? Okay, I'm gonna give you the exact opposite kind of information and suggestions that I'm going to say probably 90% of the content creators in this community are going to give you. I'm actually going to tell you to withdraw your attention and withdraw your energy out of the imaginal act space, because you have been using that space as a way to dissociate and as a way to escape what it is you're feeling. Again, I just said, if you are escaping, if that is your focus, if your focus is to escape what it is you're feeling, okay, what are you manifesting? You are manifesting more circumstances, more of a 3D reality to escape from. So you take your focus out of your imagination, out of your mind, out of your fantasies, out of your daydreams, right? Out of the imaginal acts room, and you anchor it into the 3D. And you live in the 3D. Don't live in the imaginal acts room, because you've been doing that, okay? People who have been dissociating, who've been, embroiled in addiction, including limerence, okay? Go look it up. If you're not familiar with that term, you've been doing this for the longest time, probably since childhood, okay? All that's been doing for you is creating more of a 3D reality to escape from, okay? And so we're doing something different here on this channel. We're doing everything different, all right? We are actually going to withdraw our energy, withdraw our focus, and withdraw our attention from the mind, from the daydreams, from the fantasy, from manifesting, and anchor ourselves into 3D reality. Because 3D reality, this is where, all of those sticky, yucky, heavy, uncomfortable emotions, that's where they get triggered. Okay. So for instance, if you are limerent over an SP and, you get lost in daydreams and fantasies, and you spend more time in your fantasy with the fantasy version of your SP than you do, living life and and things like that, then this is going to be that instance where you have to break that addiction. Okay, you got to break the addiction to the fantasy that you have of your SP, because you're using it as a way to dissociate and escape your 3D reality, which your 3D reality could be full of, trauma. It might be boring. It could feel unsatisfying. It may feel void of color. It may, it may be hopeless in the 3D reality. And those are all feelings that need to be processed, that need to be faced, that need to be felt, completely felt through, so that you can clear that out of your energy. Just like people who, are addicted to food, use food for comfort. They use food to escape feeling certain kinds of ways. People are using manifesting an SP. They're using fantasies and daydreams of, SPs and stuff like that for the same purposes. Food can be very nourishing, and it is absolutely something that is required for us to live in this 3D reality, right? And it can also be abused. It can be used as an addictive substance. In the same way, so can your fantasies, so can your SP. Absolutely. So in this instance, when do we stop saying circumstances don't matter? When is it suggested to take your attention and take your energy and your focus out of your imagination and allow yourself to live in the 3D, to anchor your attention in the 3D? Okay? It's when you've noticed that you are using your imagination as a way to escape what it is you're feeling. Okay? For the third and the last time, and we're going to close this video here, remember, if you are using anything to escape what it is you're feeling, all you're doing is manifesting more circumstances, feelings, more happenings, more whatever, for you to have to escape. All right? More stuff to come. I'll be back. I love you guys so much. Bye.